This is Tartan coming at you with another game of Oblivion Remastered. We're here at the top of Cloud Ruler Temple because I am very good at jumping now, at least when I pretend to be. And we're delivering the armor of Martin Septim to Martin, and I'm pretty sure he's going to go send us on another thing. Because, like, these things here, this stone and this little rock thing, we didn't get them yet. The game just, like, has them here, but I think I remember that we've got to go get them. Maybe not like right now, but at some point. So like they're here, but we haven't done that. We've just gotten the armor. We are going to deliver it to him now.
My progress on the Mysterium Xerxes is slow, I'm afraid. How goes your search for the armor of Martin Septim?
He is going to be so proud of me.
The Septim blood may flow through my veins, but you have the soul of a hero.
I know, right?
The armor of Martin Septim himself. Geoffrey will be amazed to see it. You can reassure Geoffrey that I will not destroy the armor. All I need is a scraping of Talos's divine blood.
Sounds totally normal.
Touchy as priests about relics of Martin Septim, it seems. While you were gone,
what else
I've made
can I
some
do?
progress in deciphering the Mysterium Xerxes ritual. The third item we need is a great Welkin stone. You may have run across lesser Welkin stones. They're fairly common in Ayleid ruins. But a great Welkin stone will not be easy to come by.
Bet it
They
will.
have been plundered one by one over the years, due to their great value to mages and occultists. There is only one place that is rumored to still contain one. The ruins of the Ayleid city of Miscarcand.
Miscarcand. That's why I couldn't remember the name of it.
Stone. But nothing else will do.
Makes
So
sense.
you must succeed where all others have failed. The capital of one of the ancient Ayleid kingdoms which flourished in Cyrodiil before the rise of men. It is said that the ruins are still haunted by the vengeful spirit of its last king.
I bet they are.
It is not a place to enter lightly. Be careful.
I will be moderately careful.
The pinnacle of Ayleid magic. Once, every Ayleid city had its great stone. But they've all been plundered over the centuries. All but one. The great stone of Miscarcand is reputed still to shine in the deep darkness of its ruined halls.
How
But
fortunate.
No one has ever done more than glimpse it from a distance. It is said to be guarded by the ghost of the last king of Miscarcand. Miscarcand is one of the most extensive Ayleid ruins.
Oh, great. An extensive ruin. Just what I wanted.
Of one of the ancient Ayleid kingdoms. You might find glories and laments among the Ayleid ruins useful. I have the library's copy at my table if you need it. Be
Yes,
careful,
you
my
know, I
friend.
might.
I know you've braved many dangers already, but Miscarcand is not to be taken lightly.
Alright. So, they're trying to go to this temple. Looking at the arches. Temple to Magnus God of Sight. Some pools and walkways. High Elf Religion. Yep, just a sort of boilerplate. No, that's unfair. It's actually very interesting. I'm just not... In this playthrough, I'm not reading every word of the books out loud. That would take much longer than it would take for me to skim over it. And in many cases, you know, not desirable, perhaps. We're going to turn the dialogue back down. Because the only dialogue where we're going will likely be... you know, the rage of others. And, oh, we've got quite a trek. So let's get to hoofing it. It won't take too long. We are, after all, very, very fast now. Like, Cyrodiil is not ready for this. We'll get there in no time. After all, there's no job too important that we can't just lean forward at a very specific angle. When you're fast enough, you don't actually get slowed very much at all by the vertical rise. in the geography. Oh boy, but of course going down is scarier because... Alright, we're just gonna... Yeah, when you have very high speed like that, you can't run down the mountains anymore, so sometimes it behooves you to let it fall off, and sometimes you need to heal anyway from falling down, and that gives you a good opportunity for that as well. And we'll just wait for our magic to get up. It probably would have been better to make the spell that cost like 200 rather than 247, but hey, what are you going to do? You can't go back in time. But we're just going to hoof it. It's going to go great. We are the fastest little Breton. Oh, look at that jump. Elite. Love it. See, this is what Oblivion's all about. You know, you play like a normal human being for a bit, and then you get a spell to let you run very, very quickly, and then that's who you are for the rest of the time. You're like, oh, was I supposed to fast travel? I don't want to do that. I want to run and see the countryside, but not too much of it at one time. I want to ignore bears. And it works. I always knew that this was going to be the end game for this character because I love running and jumping in Oblivion. I've always thought that it is among the greatest things in the game that it lets you, modify your speed like quite cheerfully, right? It doesn't. There are a lot of different ways to go super, super fast in Oblivion. And the game, it just gives them to you. It's not like you have to trick it in some way, walk on and off of a horse and then jump off of it backwards while you're, going off an incline or whatever. It's probably not how to do it, but you get the idea, There's no grenade launcher shenanigans. It's just good, honest magic or alchemy or enchanting, stacking, or, drinking skooma bottles, whatever a person wants to do. And before you know it, you'll basically be at where you want to be. And that's better than fast traveling. And of course, there are Oblivion gates everywhere, and of course, I'm electing not to make that my problem. I can do that. I can just run. No matter what, if you run fast in this game, you can get away with almost anything. Not anything. But very nearly anything. We're going to go along this side of this mountain here because it's easier than going down. Marvelous. And we're already nearly there. And that is the glory of the good old speed demon. For that is what I named my wonderful spell. This is a very large bear, but yeah, because I have mass production, right? So it should be doing enough to basically have killed me already, like twice, but it just doesn't matter. Because, even on Expert is more a matter of how long you have to put up with dying before you just can't die, right? And then, how how long you have to be in fights afterward. And some other stuff. But functionally, you know, like... Once you've gotten to nearly max physical reduction and a huge amount of spell absorb / reflect / magic resist, I mean, you already are fine. Like, I can die, but it has to be me not paying attention. There are fights that I'm much worse at taking than other ones due to, you know, my bad character build and lack of skill, but ultimately not terribly important that that is true. And we arrive at Miscarcand. A title for a stream that only a mother could love. Alright, and let us get to it. Alright, so we see already that people have been here and it didn't go great for them. Oh, this is just like a regular goblin? Just like a dude? Okay. Sure. Takes all kinds. Alright, we got zombies there. That one's sort of like hauling a little bit, right? And these are just the regular Welklin stones on the ground here. They're like mana potions. And I'm using this sick katana, even though it's not very good, for reasons I don't think I have to explain to anybody, because it's a sick katana, and I have it. Heavy armor? Ah, my shield. Well, you know, it's very stylish. And my other one just made my blade skill slightly better, which is not that important to me. Alright, so... that's not exactly the way forward. This is. Oh, that's curious, isn't it? We're almost to 50 block. That'll be nice. Not that we need to block, but, you know, importantly, blocking. Do you guys want to let me in? Can I like telekinesis? Do I even have it? No. Well, I don't really know how telekinesis works, and it probably can't get through that gate. I just need somebody to step on that. Oh well. We will continue on. Alright. More skeletons. More more ominous behavior. My mana has not regenerated at all, do I? Ah. Disease called astral vapors. That explains it. That's my last cure disease potion, so we'll just hope we don't get that again, right? Alright, so it's a battle between the goblins and the skeletons. Pretty sure I know who I think is going to win that. Yeah, so they come in, they immediately break all my gear, and do, like, no damage to me, but break all my gear. Because they are very rude. Okay. And, you know, as angry as the goblins are, it's not going to help them too much. I fell over. Oh, they bashed me out of stamina, and I fell. It'll be fine. These are very weak characters. Not just, you know, like, you can tell because I'm hitting them with an unenchanted sword and they're dying. Alright, well, I think that went rather well for them. It's just regular Welkland stones, which we have no need for. Alright. There's got to be some way forward. It clearly wanted us to go down here. Very clearly. Hey, we got another potion to cure disease. That's very good, as we will likely get another one. With all these zombies mucking about, you tend to acquire them. There's no vaccination against a zombie bite available for Cyrodiil, so you just have to make the best of it. No, you could, you know, wear gear to not get diseases. The Wood Elves are born with disease resistances, as I believe Argonian also are, but, it's late in life for a Bosmer to change their ways and become disease immune, so we're just gonna try to remember to keep a potion with us. Try to remember to push some blocks, and we'll figure out what that opened later. There's that. Alright, so do we intentionally loop around there now? Yes, and we'll just assume that something opened in here. No, this is entirely backtracking. We will go this way instead and assume that something is opening in there. Brilliant! Yeah, because that probably would have opened this door, and indeed it did. I love these Ayleid doors. They are among my favorite of the visual effects in the game. You know, elegant. Stone door to Miscarcand. Selvanwam. I don't speak Ayleid, but I'm sure that means another place. And we are in the thick of it again. The goblins are feuding with the skeletons, and we are caught in the middle. We should back up and let them brawl. And deal with these other ones. You know, we'll take part a little bit. It's like, that reminds me, I captured a soul. What do you mean the soul gem's empty? It went somewhere else. Got it. Great. Maybe we'll get a Varla stone here. That would be good. Alright, we're just gonna put on a different sword / dagger. Go ahead and get the katana put back together again. Go ahead and repair our gear, because I'm sure we've already got some holes in some of it. It doesn't take too long. At least these guys are, like, you know, relatively weak. The last place we were, man, you know, they were some really heavy hitters. They were just draining the whole thing. Alright, so that is a stone cage over a Varla stone. That's an item we quite want. So a Varla stone, when you use it, it regenerates all of the magic items in your entire inventory. Man, bitterfish goblins are not equipped because, again, this is on expert. I didn't turn it down. When would I have ever turned it down? Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, we just need to... Yeah, okay, now they're awake and know that they're fighting each other. We just needed to provoke them into action, and now we're good, and we can cackle brilliantly up here. I think the skeletons will win it rather handily. They're a lot tougher than the goblins are, but I love this, you know, like, I love everything about the grammar of this place. Like, it's so fun to me that you can just sit up here and watch, or, you know, like, pull out a bow and arrow. I mean, they know I'm here, but... Can we go invisible? Because, you know, you just get to hang out, and, you know, then you also can watch and be like, oh, this will be the way down. Maybe. No. We'll figure out how to get to where we need to go by spying on the dudes. Because they already dealt with each other pretty well, right? No, do we just walk across the top? That can't work. First of all, there's a chest down there. We're just going to drop down in on them. Say hello. Bonsoir. Alright, so that door's probably the way to go, which means there's even more probably some stuff / enemies over here. Some champion you are, running away. And that'll open some other door in some place that I am vaguely aware of, but will become more aware of. Probably that place that I thought I needed to run earlier. But, you know, that's the good thing about clearing enemies out. You can figure out what you need to do afterward. Hey, here we go. The welcoming party. And another place in Miscarcand we go. What's this one called? Moramath. I don't know what that one means either. My Aliad is just as rusty as when we entered the area. But at least now we got this sick glass dagger. It shimmers with, you know, electricity. Blood? Well, you know, don't think too much about it. It's not my blood. Wow. This guy's really... He's really throwing me. He was much too evasive. That was a quick little zombie there, huh? Let's get our gear repaired and back to it. Of course, you don't have to get hit too many times in order to totally fall apart, and I am proof positive of that. Oh, this nice little dread zombie here. It'll be right back to the murderous grind and the stabbiness that makes us famous in all of these undead circles. When I come with my dagger, you better run. It's about to be over for all of you zombie fools. And of course, picking locks is for people who haven't spoken to the Lady Nocturnal yet, which I have done. Okay. Well, that certainly looks cool. What's the catch? What's the catch? Whoops. Alright, so what's going on in here? Why does it look like I can just walk up to this and not get Indiana Jonesed? Well, we shall see. All right, well. I just got a feeling that this whole undead king of Miscarcand that still protects the place and haunts it is probably going to show up. I don't exactly remember, but it would be surprising if he didn't. So let's get to it. No, I guess I just can walk out of here now. Oh, here we go. We found him. But he's no match for our dagger. Our spell resist too great for him. We're too strong. That's all there is to it. He might have even had a Staff of Silence, but it can't silence the mighty power of the electric 25 damage dagger. Straight from the Oblivion gates. The Sigil Stone truly being our champion there. We've got Blackheart's Blight. That's probably not perfect. We'll deal with it later. Alright, yeah, well, I guess that's that. We could try to jump to those areas, but I don't see anything over there as I crane my head to the side. Oh, no, there's a box over there. Alright, let's get acrobatic. Yeah, you know, if they have a box like this, you gotta look inside. If they have a weird area that it looks like you don't have to go to at all, you probably want to try to get there anyway. For you might be rewarded with a cool box. Alright. Good deal. Great victory. And here will be... I was going to say, here's where the key will let us out, but I guess it's just a door. And that one, I guess, swing shuts and locks when you start the fight, is what it looks like there. And then... Did I not pick up the key? I mean, it doesn't matter. With the skeleton key, it's all gravy. It's all delicious experiential gravy. Okay, so that... Alright, well that's another way to leave, but I guess... Alright, so we either back up that way, or we try to find what's going on over here. Ah, here we go. This will be what the key opens. Even though we could have just lockpicked it. Got it. Whoa, no. That did made me jump so much. Hey, he was just hiding there in the corner, right? Like, what kind of zombie does that? That's very sneaky. I am intimidated by their cleverness. They were just chilling right here. They're going to be excited by seeing that alien cask. And then I will pop around the corner and give them a jump scare and punch them in the face. And it all worked, right, according to their magnificent zombie plan. You know, you really got to hand it to them. Or dagger it to them, as the case may be. In this case, we are going to dagger it to them, because that is what we have in our hands. Oh no, we've got the vapors. This one we actually do have to cure. So the vapors, you know, that's where we don't regenerate MP. It's a disaster. But fortunately, we have got a delicious potion of don't have the vapors anymore. And now we're all good again. And by taking this path, I guess you could probably just backtrack the whole way, but we'll be able to do an awesome story mode door. You know, in Skyrim, basically every place has a door like this at the end. But in Oblivion, it's more 50-50, or in the case of caves, it never is there. But it's always nice once you get to the end of a long dungeon. Not that that one was particularly long. The ceiling for danger on undead that are Wraith and Lich is, the skeletons and the dread zombies, which are not that insane in power level compared to, Spider Daedra, which I guess aren't that nutty, but they do still present quite a problem from time to time. Alright, so... all we've got to do now is return the stone to Martin. And we'll probably just go overland and then hit the road and go up, but we might just... might just skip the road and speed demon it the whole way. We're just going to ignore this mighty bear. Oh, look how handsome they are, though. I want to take him home to the tower. I want to put him in charge of all sorts of stuff. I want him to be one bear to rule them all. What a big old brown bear that bear is, too. I like bears. There's this Magic the Gathering card called Wilson. He's the best bear. And anyway, there's a lot of complicated stuff you can do with him in this format called Commander. But I love him, and I have like 6 different decks where he's like the one that's the star. And many more sane people don't even have 6 Magic decks at all. But I don't really play anymore. But I still like my cards. Whenever they print more bears, I think of getting them so that I can put them in the deck that he has that's full of bears. Wilson's like a based on the D&D story of Sir Barrington, which I believe is a very famous story in Dungeons and Dragons circles. It's like a green text thing, but the idea is that it's literally a bear, but he just has like very high charisma, and everybody treats him as if he's a person, Sir Barrington, even though he just like says bear stuff, but they just like he's got like a butler that translates it, and they just assume if they don't understand what he's doing that he's just like more more genteel than they are. It's good stuff. In his cart, he's like drinking a little teacup of a potion with his little bear pinky out a little bit. It's good stuff. With mega high athletics, your fatigue, the way your fatigue goes down is a function of your athletic skill. So where mine's at now, which is 100 and like 60 or whatever with the spell on, that's why my fatigue doesn't go down at all. As we see right now with our athletics, not boosted by the spell, it was there, but now it basically won't even go down at all. I think it just like maybe like a point or two out of hundreds every now and then. But the way that you can interact with the geometry as you accelerate is a great joy. It feels just right. Some of the parkour, like maybe it was slightly easier or slightly harder in the original or whatever. But what you can do now, like at this point of athletics, where I'm just like clipping around and just like sprinting straight up the side of the sheer spaces like that, with like a couple of jumps here and there when I try to hit like a literal rock, that's what it's supposed to feel like when you max restoration, which has the effect of maxing everything else in the game. No, not exactly. A lot of the spell schools in Oblivion give you freedom to imagine the way that you want to accomplish a magic-related goal. And I'm endlessly fascinated by the ways that people do it. Because some people, I like elemental magic so much that I don't really delve into the non-elemental stuff. But I know people that absolutely swear by it, and they're probably right. Because, what's a regular thing that you experience as an elemental mage, right? You're like, oh, this person's resistant. Now you can build a spell to get rid of the resistances. And, a smart mage would. But there's something, there's really just something so purely satisfying about running all the way across Tamriel in a fairly brief amount of time. I just don't know if I'll ever get tired of it. Like, I like being able to get a spell and run real fast. It's a great way to cap off a character's experience. All right. He is going to be so impressed.
With all due respect, sire, there must be another way. The risk is too great.
I know the risk. I was at Kvatch. But there is no other way. We have no choice.
The Countess will never agree to it.
She will. She must.
Very well. The blades are, as always, at your disposal.
You're back. And you've got the great stone.
Martin, you're wearing your armor.
You did. I can count on you.
You're so handsome and good.
I never thought to see a great Welkin stone. As beautiful as all the old tales tell. But of course its beauty is a mask for its deadly power. Like everything crafted by the Aelids. Now, we need only one more item. And we'll be ready to open a portal to Manca Cameron's realm.
Only one more item?
I should have seen it sooner. It's the counterpart to the great Welkin stone. Just as the first two were the opposed powers of the Daedra and the Divines. Welkin stones contain the concentrated power of Mundus. Their counterparts are sigil stones, which are used to hold open Oblivion gates. A great sigil stone, then, is what we require.
How are you?
You're not going to like it. Joffrey doesn't like it. The Countess of Bruma certainly isn't going to like it.
Is this going to be where we intentionally open a gate? Yeah,
Gate the mythic Dawn opened at Kavach. The kind of gate the mythic Dawn wants to open here.
Plan for today, probably finish the main quest of Oblivion, which is what we're on now. I don't remember how much more there is of it. There can't be like a ton, not like 5 more hours of it. But do that. I don't work today, so that and then probably some Geometry Dash, a couple hours of that. Even though I got all emo, like, oh, I'm never going to beat this level yesterday. I want to get back to that, too.
The risk is great, I know.
And then maybe some more Minecraft. I had some ideas for stuff to do on my hardcore world.
The only way to recover the
Not like good ideas, just ideas.
Is to allow the Mythic Dawn to proceed with their plan to attack Bruma.
I'm just interrupting the whole story here, but yeah, so basically his idea is we're going to open up the portal of demons and then do it on purpose.
I'll lead the defense of Bruma myself. If I am to be Emperor, it's time I started acting like one.
Plenty of Emperors don't fight.
Remember when we first met in Kavach? I told you that I didn't want any part of the God's plan. I still don't know if there is a divine plan.
You were literally a priest, bro. Actually, that sort of tracks. There's a lot of priests with that standpoint, and I respect that.
Do what's right when confronted with evil. That's what you did at Kavach. It wasn't the gods that saved us, it was you. Were you acting for the gods? I don't know. But now, it's my time.
I have a feeling that this quest is going to go terribly for me. But we'll see. I think it might go really, really bad.
I explain myself to you so you understand me. And so you can explain to the Countess. I'm afraid she may take a bit more convincing than you. Good. Have her meet me in the Chapel of Talos for a council of war. That seems a fitting place to make such desperate plans.
I imagine she'll just let me do it. Alright, so these items here. This is the Great Welkin Stone. This Sigil Stone, like, it's not here yet. The game just, as soon as I came into this zone, the game had those items already there, but I just went and got this stone. So the other one, I guess the, you know, like a graphical bug or whatever. They didn't program it to only put the items there once we delivered them. Oh, look at him in the very first Emperor's armor. Look how he glistens in the sun. Look at his majesty. Martin Septim. By the grace of the divines, Emperor of all Cyrodiil. Also, because his dad got assassinated at the very beginning of the game, and he didn't know he was ever going to be in charge, but it's not important. What is important is that he looks very handsome with his armor on. And of course, so do I. Oh, he finally got a sword, too. He'd been using this little dagger for a while. I mean, not that a dagger's not fine for a person like me, a mere, like, big hero. But he's the Emperor, and they gotta have a sword, you know. A dagger, too, is fine. Is he shorter than I am? But I'm a Breton. How little is this dude? Do have this awesome blade shield that we got. I don't even remember what was on it. Reflect damage? Oh yeah, that's pretty good. He's like really leaving the Emperor in the dust there. Sir, the man that you are supposed to guard is all the way back here. What if I wanted to stab him? Think, Joffrey, think. You know, I didn't even join the Blades, but I'm being a better bodyguard than he is. And frankly, I think Joffrey's got a lot to answer for when it comes to his behavior here today. No. After all, if they can't trust me, who can they trust? I've already saved their lives a couple of times. Several, in the case of Martin. I mean, technically you might relate that he was the one who was killing all the enemies and I was just sort of running away from him most of the time. But why are you going and remembering the past for? What use could that possibly be? What I'm saying is I'm the only reason he's here today. And he's not even arguing with me about it, is it? Nope. He concedes the point. Him in his handsome gold armor. Maybe we spam this some so we can get up to invisibility. No. That'd be a funny thing to finally do at the end of the game. Get our other magic up. For the primaries I chose, you know, I really should have chosen a restoration primary. No, I did. That's right, yeah. But illusion, I mean, meh. Meh. There's there's no way to make Martin walk quicker. You just have to jump around over top of his head. And of course, Jurl, still lying here. Me and you could have been friends, Jurl. We could have sang songs. Do you know the one about Ragnar the Red? That's a good one. Well, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red. See, she can't sing along because she is dead. And it's her fault. She and I could have been bards. We could have been sensations the whole land over. And instead, look at her. Laying in the road, maybe forever. No one's ever going to move her. Her, Elsa Godhater, who should have been a shoo-in for this this alliance against evil, right? But what she really meant was she like Mehrunes stick on. Alright, now that we're inside Bruma, I will go and summon the Countess.
I saw some mud crabs.
Well met, milady.
This guy is wearing a claymore at court. Hello, Countess.
What news from Cloud Ruler Temple?
Oh, I've got great news.
A desperate plan indeed. This prince? Emperor? Martin would risk my whole city to gain a great sigil stone? This is the only way to stop this invasion from Oblivion?
Yes.
I must confess, you are the first person to speak of victory against these Daedra.
That's because I'm the first person to close 20
hopeless
gates,
to
bro.
me. But what else was
Maybe
there
it's
to
just
do
10.
but hold on and wait for a hero to arise to save us?
Who's counting?
And
I think the
now
game
it seems
counts.
there is an heir to the throne after all, hidden at Cloud Ruler Temple. And perhaps a hero as well? You avoid answering my question. Very well. Don't think I doubt you. The rulers of Bruma have long had dealings with Cloud Ruler Temple. We know whom they serve. I will meet Martin at the chapel. When all is ready, I will order my men to stop closing the gate.
All right. That went well. Of course, we have already secured allies from every corner of the land. It says to ask the guilds. As far as I know, there's literally no mechanism. Even if you're the guild masters, you can't get like the gladiators or the fighters guild or the mages guild to send people, which I think is a missed opportunity. I think it's a big missed opportunity. But that was never in the game. I don't think they changed it. They don't give you like even an indicator to go and talk to them for a quest, right?
Greetings to you.
The Fighters Guild. I hear.
The Mythic Dawn won't dare try anything now that the best soldiers in Cyrodiil are defending Bruma. The latest. Farewell.
Okay, so here's where all of our guys are showing up.
I always wanted to see the Gerald. By the time. Take care.
All right, so yeah, these are the fruits of our labors. The men from Anvil and Coral, and perhaps as we go other places in the town, we would see other of the reinforcements. Maybe they're outside the gates. Maybe I don't know, because we've gotten all of them though. But we will walk with the Countess to the chapel. You know, we're not gonna like summon her and not walk along with her. We're not some rude barbarian. We're a big hero who's never done anything wrong.
Your Highness, I am Nerina Carvain.
There is no need for any formality at this time. I am not Emperor yet, and I am quite new to this notion of being heir to the throne. Thank you for coming. I know I am asking for a great deal of trust, but this is the only way. I would not suggest it otherwise.
Your champion has already explained the situation to me. I have agreed to it. We will not win this war through caution.
You have a rare gift to know when desperation is the path of wisdom. I will do everything in my power to defend your city, my lady.
If Bruma falls, the Empire falls with us. So be it.
When you're ready for battle,
All right,
you
let's
must
go.
allow the Mythic Dawn to proceed with their plan to open 3 lesser gates outside Bruma. According to the plans you captured from those spies, they need 3 lesser gates open before they can open a Great Gate. The Great Gate will allow them to bring out the siege machine to blast the walls of Bruma, just like at Kavach. But it's our only hope to get the great sigil stone we need to complete the ritual. You'll have to act swiftly when the Great Gate opens. As a young man, you can get... I've put... Farewell, my friend.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
So be it. Bruma's fate is in the hands of the gods now. And yours. Bird, deploy the troops for battle.
As you command, Countess.
All right, time for the great battle of Bruma to commence. This is either going to go super well or super, super bad, and I do not know which immediately, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Yes, yes. We don't need your praise, but we will accept it. Yes, indeed. Clap. They cheer for our doom. And here are assembled troops. We did so good getting all of them. Oh, yeah. Virilaris, nice to see you here. Let's go! Oh, there's so many of us. Glorious! They better not all immediately die. I'll be so sad. It's legit just like a ton of guys, though, right? Like, bringing like 10 people here is excellent. It's like, don't worry, the dino's with me. And clad in the armor and helmet of Tiber Septim,
Soldiers of Cyrodiil,
Martin speech.
the Empire will stand or fall by what we do here today. Will we let the Daedra do to Bruma what they did to Kavach? Will we let them burn our homes? Will we let them kill our families? No! We make our stand here, today, for the whole of Cyrodiil. We must hold fast until the hero of Kavach can destroy their great gate. We must kill whatever comes out of that gate. Soldiers of Cyrodiil, do you stand with me?
I got that one.
Do your work!
Can't you?
The training of thousands has passed through me.
Like, somebody take him out, right? And he drops legitimate Daedric armor, which we will pick up the boots for. We're gonna leave the rest here on the ground, you know.
I've got that one.
Oh no, not the Bruma soldier.
I've got that one.
Alright, Journeyman Mysticism seems good. Gonna run out of charge on the dagger pretty soon. Let's go ahead.
Ha! You'll never take me down. Stay sharp.
Okay. We don't need this. We need... Alright, so the Great Gate is here, and now I have to go and get the Great Sigil Stone. Oh boy, yes, it is a Great Gate indeed. So we just book it into here now. That battle went better than I planned. I honestly thought Martin was gonna die. I know he can die there, like, he loses his essential nature. Alright, so I've entered the Great Gate. It's crawling towards the portal. If it exits the gate before I reach the Sigil Stone, all is lost. So I guess it's time to run. And we need to get there. It probably wants us to go through that tunnel. That's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you right now it's not going to happen. We're just going to hit our acrobat, and then I need to repair my gear real quick. Nope, I can't because enemies are nearby. Great, awesome. Alright, so we need to go up there. But how? This way? Yes. Alright, so now we are at the gate? Yeah, now we're at the gate. And time is of the essence. I don't know how long we have, but it's not forever. So unlike plenty of times where we just sort of like run through and cheese these places, well, we're supposed to be doing it. Bunch of guillotine traps. I took the wrong way. Yes, I certainly did. Oh, I've got 12 minutes, so that's alright then. Be plenty of time to take care of this guy. I thought I was on a clock. Alright, can I repair ya? No, cannot. So of course we saved, I don't know how much time, but it had to have been a lot of time by being very clever and running around the outside of the tower in the first place. Look, that's just how you're supposed to play the game. It's not like a glitch, right? You're just supposed to notice that if you jumped in a funny way, you could do stuff differently. That's how to play. Yeah, you better run. Ain't gonna get nowhere, but you better try to run. Amulet a little lucky. You know, he should have been wearing that, and then he wouldn't have had these problems. Gear's still busted, still can't repair. Oh, a sigil keeper, eh? Well, that's just why I'm here. He did a 6-spin move to very little avail. I should hit 50 block in like any moment. Any of these blocks should do it, but you know. Base ring of blades, a terrible blade ring. We get the sigil key. It might have actually been necessary for all I know. Nope, we could have just gotten in. Looks like the Great Battle of Bruma will go just fine for us. Can I repair my gear yet? No. I sure would like to. I sure would like to repair my gear. Ultimately unimportant. My desires are ultimately unimportant. It's all good. We've just got a little bit of time to finish closing the gate, and we're going to get it with plenty of time to spare. Because I am a hero. Dork. I wear a bunch of armor. I yell stuff. Get a job, bro. They yell all these threats and, like, they never once compare you to a pregnant cow. Like, they are really slipping compared to your run-of-the-mill guy. Just like, basically any bandit can insult you far better than these demons can. So what's it worth? Bam. Like a boss. Perfection. You know, I don't even know how many of the internal tunnels you're supposed to walk up in, because I looked at it and said, I bet we can go around. Boom. We have destroyed the Great Gate. The Battle of Bruma is won. And now I can repair my gear. Trying to do that the whole time. And look at that! Look, like, we basically all lived! Even Ulrich Leland, who's like a jerk. Our character doesn't know that, but he is one. I think, actually, my stars, can it be? One anvil soldier fell in the defense.
We won a great victory.
And I think another soldier did too.
We now have the means to
but most of them managed to survive, which is awesome, which is so good.
We need to act quickly. Cameron will not take long to recognize his danger. Remember, the portal closes behind you. Anything you need, carry it with you. I'll have the ritual ready in the Great Hall when you arrive. Farewell. Farewell, my friend.
Yeah, so a brave soldier of Anvil fell.
We did it.
We did it.
And we're gonna, you know, congratulate all the men, even if they say the same thing. You know, they all traveled far from their homes into the depths of hell. Joffrey. Joffrey. Joffrey has fallen. As did Bruma soldier in the defense. Joffrey was, you know, very brave and loyal to the last. An inspiration for all the Blades to look up to. But yeah, you know, we managed to defend Bruma with the loss of 2 guards and then Joffrey as well. And what's going on here? Who is she trying to punch? Ma'am. Oh, she's fleeing for her life. Okay. But this is basically about as satisfied as I've ever been. Because look at all of them triumphantly returning. Some fell, you know, our need was great. But rather than being sent to their deaths at the gates of hell, they held back the forces of the enemy, you know. And each one of them as big of a hero as has ever been seen in Cyrodiil. This guy's not going to buy another drink in Skingrad for as long as he lives, you know. This guy's going to go back to Anvil and tell everyone there on the sea about the bravery of the Fallen. These guys are going to be really glad that they got to be the gate guards that day. I'm like, wait, no, Martin, what's going on? There's an ogre on the road, and Martin just absolutely schwammered him. Looks like Ulrich Leland's going home. And he's a jerk, but we don't know that on this character. But
Well met.
I guess he shows up here if you you know, do this quest line before you find out he's a jerk, which is pretty interesting. It would add like definitely another layer to the other one.
Looks like you're handy with a blade.
And we're just going to wait here for a bit so we can sell off a little bit of carry weight nonsense. And I don't think we'll need to buy more hammers. It seems like we'll be okay with them. Obviously, our gear is going to break like all the time, but...
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
But we're going to sell that Night Eye Ring. I've been holding on to it the whole time, and we're never going to use it, are we? No, we're not. We just never are.
You drive a hard... An excellent bargain. You drive a hard bargain. You drive a hard bargain. You got a great deal there. A good... Tell your friend goodbye.
But we'll... You know, some of our stuff is sort of light on charge. We've got plenty of staves. We've got plenty of mana pots and health pots, even though we rarely use them anymore.
Looks like your hand.
I think we'll be fine to go on to this next chapter of the game, which, if memory serves, involves chasing that dude into paradise, his version of paradise, and fighting him there. The door, we're going to go right back outside and look at that, because that looked awesome. There's like a frost effect over the wood of the door because there's actively snowing. Like, look at, you know, it'd be better if it was on the walls and stuff too. Sure, but it's still very nice. And now the Great Sigil Stone is here. It's not just imaginary. Yeah, we'll get to 50 block before too long.
I
All right,
have
let's
everything
go.
in place for the ritual. I'll open the portal whenever you're ready. I don't know what you'll find in Cameron's paradise. I do know the portal I create
Enemies?
for the Mysterium Xerxes ritual will close behind you. You'll have to find another way back. I believe that Manca Cameron acts as the anchor for paradise, just as a sigil stone anchors an Oblivion gate in place. Kill Manca Cameron, and you will unmake his paradise. Shall I open the portal to paradise? Are you ready? Farewell, my friend. Brace yourself.
Yes, brace myself. Time to change the title again. Oh yeah, it's about to be on. Boom, baby. You know, it looks really nice, doesn't it? It looks amazing. Never want to leave. It's got plants growing, so you can do...
The cat's paw of the Septims arrives at last. You didn't think you could take me unawares, here of all places, in the paradise that I created. Look.
So, you found your way to... Leave us alone. Gaia Alata is the Master's name for this place. This is the Savage Garden. At the top of that mountain lies the Terrace of Dawn, which leads up to Mancar Cameron's palace, Caracagailor. Beneath the mountain lies the Forbidden Grotto, the only way out of the Savage Garden.
Well, that's good.
The only way out of the Savage... Only those wearing the bands of the Chosen may enter the Forbidden Grotto, but they never return. Only those... Everyone here died in the Masters, but our life here is a nightmare. The creatures of the garden torment us endlessly. When they kill us,
they got what they were asking for.
And the cycle
Shame.
begins again. No one has yet found a way to leave the garden, except those few given the bands of the Chosen and allowed to enter the Forbidden Grotto. Leave me in peace.
Thanks for the exposition, bro. I like this rock. It looks kind of like a bear.
Behold the Savage Garden, where my disciples are tempered for a higher destiny, to rule over Tamriel Reborn.
It does look nice.
If you are truly the hero of destiny, as I hope, the garden will not hold you for long. Lift your eyes to Caracagailor, my seat at the pinnacle of paradise. I shall await you there.
It's so pretty. Oh, yeah. They have grand souls. That's good. And we have found a chest. Dagger of the Blaze. Very nice. Mana Bloom? There's some of these plants that I don't recognize. Maybe they're not even in the rest of the game. That would make sense. Is there something out there? We're gonna check. I'm gonna go with probably not. Nope, it was just a little stone here. It tricked me. Alright, you can't go that way. We found an invisible wall. There's a pathway here, so maybe we'll just follow that.
Are you here to end this nightmare?
Yeah,
Leave me in
sure.
peace.
That's why I'm here, to help you. You specifically. Alright, now I take slightly less fatigue damage when blocking a hit. At last. And now I'm paralyzed. Shoulda got the old Daedroth out. No time like the present. Re-soul trap, it'll fall off. Okay, there are lots of Daedroth to fight now. Oh boy. What? What? They hit me really hard. They hit me so hard. I flew all the way over here. Alright, they are all trying to get it now. Let's just... Alright, so that was a lot of combat. And I can't wait when enemies are nearby. Alright, they either pop up out of these things or the Ascended Immortals turn into Daedra occasionally, or that was just a bunch of them jumping me at one time because I crossed a bridge. All of those are fine conclusions to reach. Oh yeah, we should repair. Except that sort of sounds like a... Alright, yeah, so Spider Daedra is chasing all of these people. Man, it is really hauling. And of course my gear totally breaks again, as always, and now we're just getting right back to it.
What do you... Leave me in peace.
Alright, so we found a thing we can't go around.
You
And this...
destroyed the Sigil Tower at Ganona. My kin say you fought well.
Yeah, sure, buddy. What's up?
You speak directly, like one of my people almost. I'm glad I did not kill you immediately.
Huh. You think you can kill me,
There
bro?
is but one
Many have
way
tried.
out of the garden. I guard that path. You will travel that path, and it will... But you shamed my kin at Ganona, so I offer you a choice. Your mind follows the simple path.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Just
join
an
you.
animal,
I don't want
but
horns on my head,
you
bro.
have courage at least. You will fail.
Get wrecked. This guy thinks he's strong. Alright, so Bands of the Chosen, it makes you have weakness to fire on self. But I thought we needed to confront the dude first.
You cannot stop Lord Dagon. The principalities have sparkled as gems in the black reaches of Oblivion since the first morning. Many are their names and the names of their masters. The cold harbor of Meridia, Periite's quagmire, the 10 moon shadows of Mythala and Dawn's beauty, the princedom of Lorkhon, misnamed Tamriel by deluded mortals. Yes, you understand now. Tamriel is just one more Daedric realm of Oblivion, long since lost to its prince when he was betrayed by those that served him. Lord Dagon cannot invade Tamriel, his birthright. He comes to liberate the occupied lands.
Oh, whoops.
Ask yourself, how is it that mighty gods die, yet the Daedra stand incorruptible? How is it that the Daedra forthrightly proclaim themselves to man, while the gods cower behind statues and the faithless words of traitor priests? It is simple. They are not gods at all. The truth has been in front of you since you first were born. The Daedra are the true gods of this universe. Julianos, Dibella, and Stonda are all Lorcan's betrayers, posing as divinities in the principality that has lost its guiding light. What are scholarship, love, and mercy when compared to fate, night, and destruction? The gods you worship are trifling shadows of first cause.
Alright, so the bands are like locked on us now, so we have to carry them. Alright, now we've got in here and we have to get through to the terrace.
They have tricked you.
And it should be easy, right? Sure, we've got a little bit of fire weakness on us, but our gauntlets were only like a willpower thing anyway, so it won't sting too bad to lose them. It's not like we had, 20%, 30% shield on them or something.
Your false gods could not entirely rewrite history. Thus you remember tales of Lorcan vilified, a dead trickster whose heart came to Tamriel. But if a god can die, how does his heart survive? He is Daedra. I fought Tamriel is Daedra. This heart is the heart of the world, for one was made to satisfy the other. You all remember this. Daedra cannot die, so your so-called gods cannot erase him from your minds completely.
Looks like you're handy with a blade.
All right.
Well, you... Hey! You dare... Hey! You back off! Hey! 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 Hey!
All right, that's not the way. Like, I guess now that I hit them a couple of times, I can see the pathway across. And I just couldn't see it before.
You wear the bands, but you're no prisoner. Who are you? What are you doing here? Wait, I know who you must be. You're the one who killed Raven and Bruma. They told me about you when I was still in their father's favor. And now you're here to kill their father. Of course,
you figured it all out, dude. Good for you, Eldamil.
Then Martin Septim still lives? Perhaps Akatosh heard my prayers. Even here, even after everything I've done. Listen, I can help you.
Oh,
you need
interesting.
my help if you are ever to leave the Forbidden Grotto. I was one of Mankar Cameron's chief lieutenants. I helped plan the Emperor's assassination. I opened the Great Gate at Kvatch. We were the chosen. We saw more clearly than ordinary mortals. We would destroy the world and remake it.
You sound like
Mankar
an idiot.
Cameron was our leader, our teacher, our master. He had the secret knowledge. He dealt with Mehrunes Dagon as an equal.
I bet he didn't. I bet he's a fool.
I was at the sack of Kvatch, but they fought on anyway. Desperately. They seemed to think this decadent, mundane world of theirs was worth defending. I was slain after the battle was over. 3 townsfolk hiding in the cellar attacked me when I entered their house, hunting down survivors.
Yeah, good.
They tore me to pieces, although I have no doubt they were immediately killed by my companions. I've had plenty of time to ponder my deeds since I came here. Ponder and regret. An eternity of regret.
An eternity of regret? You've been here for like 3 weeks.
The Master sent me here to torture my former comrades who showed similar ingratitude for his gift of eternal life. I understand. What? No one wearing the bands of the Chosen. Back off! I'm warning you!
Who's there? Who's there? Where are you?
Ow!
To arms! To arms! Better them than me.
Alright, so he thinks I needed his help, but I don't. So, you know, we're just... Now that he's gone, we're gonna carry on. These Daedra have names. But I'm not like that worried about them, right? They're just dudes. Yeah, even with names, they're just guys. Man, they are really yelling about it though. Yeah, let's you know, there drastically needs to be a different volume for dialogue inside of cutscenes and conversations to separate it from the dialogue volume of guys that are yelling at you out in the world and roaring and stuff. Very, very much a problem. Orthes key, there we go. He's like, you'll never get out of here without me. I bet I can. Bet I can. And if not, then I'll stay here forever. We're not gonna pal around with that guy. I shouldn't have repaired the bands of the Chosen. Maybe their enchantment doesn't work whenever it's maxed out. Anyway, we can't. I'm like, can we sleep in the little thing? No, it doesn't work like that. Apparently someone sees us from far away. That's, you know, whatever. Hey, they got a sacrificial altar. I can sleep there. There's another key. Yeah, so we're just going to sleep on the altar. It's a place to sleep, after all. We have ascended to level 25. Whoops, already got trucked. The power attack makes him weaker to normal attacks, and then the very excellent Daedroth just comes in with the steel chair on him. Prisoners looking around, none of my business.
Who's there?
Oh, it's me.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Yeah, getting tired. Yeah, what's the matter? Fell over dead? Dummy.
You made it. I didn't think you'd have any trouble. Let's get these bands off you. There. You're
What?
not a prisoner of the Forbidden Grotto any longer. Let me come with you. Let me help
Didn't
you
I
kill
just kill this dude?
Cameron. I am not without power. Perhaps you still do not trust me. You dare attack me?
Well done, champion. Your progress is swift and sure. Perhaps you will reach me after all. You think I mock you? Not at all. In your coming, I hear the footsteps of fate. You are the last defender of decadent Tamriel. I am the midwife of the mythic dawn, Tamriel reborn. I welcome you all, if you truly are the agent of fate. I tire of the self-styled heroes who set themselves in my path only to prove unworthy in the event.
Well, if you're tired of them, you're gonna love me. You won't have any of those problems out of me, buddy. I saw that the Daedroth's HP was low, and I figured, hey, we can just grab his soul real quick. So you can trap your own summons, it's just not normally practical to do so, since it's much harder to kill them than, than other people. They don't help you get rid of themselves, after all. Finally getting all of our stuff back into good condition. Wait and repair. A little Zivali action. Oh, this one's got a name! Medrike! You know, he's serious business. He dead. The door to paradise. Oh yeah, it's back to the pretty place again. Wow, 17 points for 47 seconds? That's crazy good. Well, we'll be able to drink those potions maybe later. Because that's what you need to really, like, pop off, right? You need a ton of magic regen every second so you can just push out your destruction spells, but... will you look at that? Yes, will you just look at them? Well, we're not going to just look at them. We're going to pick some of these beautiful flowers, as I don't think they actually live anywhere else. They've got all these beautiful flowers. It would be terrible to not pick them after all. Just terrible. All right. Everything in life has led us here. To the final confrontation with Mankar Cormoran. And it looks like his children are here. Yeah, Raven and Ruma.
You have no grasp of the power that my father has at his command. You think you can stop Kong? Strength against strength. Strength against strength.
It's like, you guys thought I was gonna like let you escort me in. Look, if he can resurrect you, he's gonna have to do it. Yeah, run from me. See where that gets you, Ruma. In the dirt again. You don't fear death? That's good. That'll work out real well for you, Raven. Oh wow, I'm almost toast. Alright, there we go. Now that's dealt with. Ooh la la! Now we're going. The Mundane Ring. 35% reflect spell and 50% resist magic. The greatest item in the game. And that explains why I was taking so much damage there. He had the Mundane Ring, but now I have the Mundane Ring. So that'll give us, yeah, everything we need. So I don't think Magic Resist actually lets you get 100, but we'd be at like 115 listed now, right? Yeah, 115 listed just off Breton plus Mundane plus Lord. So even if they reduce our magic resist a little bit, we'd still be fine. Anyway, that and at 55 spell reflect, we are very, very hardy now. That ring was just what we needed to pull out all the stops, and I don't know if they always have it. You know, I wasn't gonna let that guy not die. For all I know, he's about to regenerate right back up there and be like, you thought you could kill me, but like, I don't care. I got the mundane ring. And Nunu, you say, did I know Markor was supposed to be a boss murder wise? I did not know that. That is interesting, though. To see, you know, like how the plans for various things change over time. All right. And they're back alive again. And they're back alive again. That's fine. After all, that getting the mundane ring made all of that quite amazingly worth it.
I have waited a long time.
Oh, they're all here now. Yeah.
You were the last gasp of a dying age. You breathed the stale air of false hope.
I like his chair. I'm gonna sit on it once he's dead.
You cannot stop Lord Dagon. The walls between our worlds are crumbling. The mythic dawn grows nearer with every rift in the firmament. Soon, very soon, the lines now blurred will be erased. Tamriel and Oblivion rejoined, the mythic age reborn. Lord Dagon shall walk Tamriel again. The world shall be remade. The new age shall rise from the ashes of the old.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Realized. Weakness will be purged from the world, and mortal and immortal alike purified in the refiner's fire. My long duel with the Septims is over, and I have the mastery. The Emperor is dead. The Amulet of Kings is mine. And the last defender of the last ragged Septim stands before me, in the heart of my power. Let us see who at last has proved the stronger.
Like, you think you want to go, bro? You really think that this is where you want to be?
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
You are weak, like the gods you pray to.
Strike me down if you can.
All right, let's pop our potions.
You are weak, like the gods you pray to. I do not fear death.
Good, that'll serve you well. I don't think he's got another mundane ring on him. No, he does. He's got another mundane ring on him. Well, and a sewer key. That's good. Does that dude always have a mundane ring? Maybe. All the more reason to kill him twice. Mankar Cormoran, who fancied himself a champion.
I welcome the contest.
You know nothing of my father's true power.
You came for the amulet? Take it then.
Oh, he's just like resurrecting him. Well, that's alright.
Dagon will welcome your soul in Oblivion.
You know
Thing is almost
You
here.
came for the amulet? Take it then. You know better than the others.
You are weak, like the gods you
I am an amazing wizard. Die, die, die.
Your cause is already lost.
die, unbeliever!
Strength.
All right, let's go ahead and pop our potions again.
Against strength.
The time of cleansing is almost here!
You cannot escape the Master's
A worthy foe at last.
Lord Dagon will walk the earth
My
again.
vision will yet be realized.
You are too late, fool!
Only the chosen will survive the
Down
cleansing.
if you can.
Yeah, I did kill his kid 3 times now.
A worthy foe at last.
Once inside, once outside, and once when I killed him originally out in the world. And now, we're gonna get him again. And pick up our third mundane ring. And we are going to, you know, loot his body, unlike most of our foes who we respect too much for all that. Oh! Place is crashing. I'm gonna sit in this chair, though. Nope, it won't let me. Alright, probably gotta think about leaving now. Did my game just crash? Nope, it just kicked me out. Got it. That's alright then. Upon his death, the paradise secret dissolved around me, and I am back in there with the amulet. Alright, good stuff. And Martin has now put on his robes.
You did it. You defeated him. Then you have it. You have the Amulet of Kings. Belongs to me. The Amulet of Kings.
Well, yeah,
So
Martin. Do you
and
not
Geoffrey
realize
have
what
said,
this is all about?
If it is true, if the Emperor really was my father, then I should be able to wear it. Only those of the Septim blood can wear the Amulet of Kings.
Well, then why could Manker Carmeron wear it?
Yes, of course. What am I waiting
I bet a lot of people could
After
wear
all,
it. I
this
bet I could
is
wear
my
it. Give it to
destiny.
me. I'll put it on, bro.
And no man can deny his destiny. I didn't really need the amulet
Hey, look.
to tell me
It's
that.
on him.
I've known it was true since you first told me back in Kavach. But it is one thing to talk of becoming Emperor, and quite another to actually be the Emperor. Not yet. Until we light the Dragonfires, the gates are open, and Mehrunes Dagon's invasion continues. While you were gone, I sent a messenger to Chancellor Akato. He waits for us in the Imperial City. Chancellor Akato is the head of the Elder Council. The Council rules in the Emperor's absence. I don't expect any objections from the Elder Council, but we should defer to their authority. Let's go to the Imperial City at once, before the enemy can recover from Manka Cameron's death. We should go. Lead on.
Yes, come with me, Martin. Let this be the hour that we slowly travel towards the Imperial City together.
Congratulations on your victory, man.
We're gonna wait 5 hours for the morning. Where are you, Martin? Ah, here you are, on a horse. Good, good. And one last time, Martin, you and I will traverse the land. I urge you to please ride out of the gate, Martin. Martin, you are killing me. Look at his horse's little feet. Come on now. Come on now. Now we're talking. Now we are getting exactly 1 horsepower out of a horse. Now we are cooking with gasoline. Let's go. Come on, Martin. Get with it. I will walk backwards all the way to the capital. That is how much I like you, Martin. Gerald, we could have been such good friends. We could have played checkers or maybe chess if you're more of an intellectual, but, you know, it wasn't to be. Sometimes nice NPCs end up being bad, like Elsa Godhater and Gerald. But, you know, when that happens, you just gotta pull out your sword, dagger, and or mace, and bash them upside the head. For justice, truth, and the Cyrodiilic way. Sometimes you just gotta lean back. You don't want to dance, you just do the rock away. And you run backwards, looking at Martin, knowing that this may be the last hour that we draw swords together.
Good tidings, citizen.
Like, where's the road? We're just taking the road, right? We're not going to try to get Martin to go off-roading. We've seen how that goes in the past, right? Here's the Great Gate. We once more can visit to pay our respects to Joffrey the Fallen, to the brave Bruma soldier, and, of course, to the brave Anvil soldier who fell. Everybody else made it out alive, but not them, sadly. Still, we honor their sacrifice today, as we bring Martin alive to the Imperial City. Joffrey's sacrifice will not have been in vain. And of course, now with Joffrey not on a horse, it will be slightly easier to get one guy. Oh no, he's stuck. It'll be slightly easier to get one guy to the city than two. Not easy, but slightly easier. For after all, there's nothing an NPC on an escort quest loves more than being stuck. And, you know, Martin might have some sense of foresight and trepidation about this trip, after all. Anyone that can see the future is likely to be upset about what they find. Here we find some junk in the middle of the road. There's no doubt a historical reason for it, like that I wanted to get rid of it. Maybe I accidentally looted a person. A bear! Hello, brown bear. Peace among us this day, friend. Oh, okay, that's not what he wanted. He wanted to brawl. That's okay, too. We can brawl if you want to. We can leave all of this behind. Martin Septim coming in with a steel chair, showing that he is not just a pretty face and a beautiful voice, but he also is, by his own right, a great fighter. We're going to push his horse towards him so that it'll get on it a little bit sooner. He's going to ignore the fact that I am a necromancer and a summoner and conjurer of cheap tricks and demons, because I am a good guy. Come on, Martin. Martin, I'm a good guy. Come on now. There we go. Like, not, would it kill him? Would it kill him to go around? What are you doing, Martin? No, we are not closing an Oblivion gate, bro. Okay, he just wants to brawl. That's all right.
Take that! Yeah!
So we're like, no, not the horse. We need the horse alive. Martin's gonna run so much slower if we lose that horse. But we ended up pulling it all back together. What? No, no, no! Daedroth, no! How dare you! The Daedroth struck the Emperor! My goodness, we can't be having that. Look. He's not even wearing his armor. Come on, let's go, alligator bro. Can't be having that. He's not gonna be cool about behavior like that forever. Alright, we need to go this direction on the crossroads. Yeah, the one that says this way to the Imperial City. That would have been smart. You know, I could have looked at the sign. Could have done. Didn't. Could have done. Nothing was stopping me from noticing the fork in the road. Nothing was stopping me from taking it. And yet, I chose poorly. My handsome Daedroth is so much better at traipsing down the road than Martin is, but it's not a competition. Like, please, Martin, you're killing me, Smalls. There we go.
I fought mudcrabs more fearsome than you.
You have not. You haven't fought a spectral mud crab. What you know about that? Glass armor does look very cool, though. Oh, I'm not wearing my gloves. The gauntlets that we had to wear. That's right, I remember now. I kind of love the robe, you know. 20 spell absorb and 10 reflect damage is fine, but you know. Actually, you know, it could just be better, right? I think we're still. No, yeah, you got to get to 85. We're only at 79, so we're not quite capped. But oh, because Frost Shield, that's what we used to have it on. Yeah, that's right. We'll take those points over the normal damage resist. Seems fine. And now there shouldn't be too many more interruptions, I say, as I come across a bear in the middle of the road. Hello, friend. Peace between us this day. Nope. No dice. Well, I will be forced to stab. No, 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 no. Daedroth, stop it. Okay. Maybe his sword has like an AoE damage effect or something. Whatever it is making my Daedroth get really mad at him every time. Perhaps the Daedroth knows that as an anchoring figure for you know, the corporeal realm here, that Martin is actually his own enemy, far more than I am his friend. But come on, Daedroth, you cannot hit the Emperor. What if somebody sees you? Come, Martin. Sorry, ignore my friend the Daedroth. He knows not what he does. Alright, Martin is... Come on now. Come on, buddy. I urge you to get onto the road. There we go. Now we're good. Very important escort mission. It may be the last person we ever escort in this game. Yep, and then we'll just ride around this side to the proper entrance, as one does. You'd think some of the other blades would have ridden with us, but you'd be wrong. We're just gonna pop up here real quick and get to brawling. Get on your horse, Martin. We don't need to stand on ceremony. Oh yeah, he's not sheathing it. Man is ready for battle now. He knows. He knows well what the portents of lightning hold for our future. But as the skies clear, the sun breaks through. We're going to traverse through Ayleswell and then one last time gaze upon the majesty of a foggy valley of Tamriel. No, one last time. I'm not done playing the game. I just, we might be reaching the end point of this character. I've probably done the main quest line less than 10 times in my life. That's a gate we must have closed in the past, which makes sense. I did close a few as we were traveling around.
Whoa.
Like, I knew that rock was gonna get him, The road is a tenuous concept at best to this man's poor horse, who has not run nearly as far as I have across this land, but, as far as horses go, he's been through a lot. But soon enough he'll be at his journey's end, as will I. Soon enough, we will have to destroy a mountain lion. Are you creeping up on me? You creeping on a come up here?
Vorakatosh! Fight fire with fire!
Alright, no idea where that Spriggan is, and it doesn't matter. The Black Bear is gone. Yeah, I think whatever faction the Emperor Martin here is labeled as, and whatever my Daedroth is, I think they just hate each other, Maybe the Emperor, hates all undead and such, There's a Spriggan very slowly following us on the road. We're just gonna ignore them. There's Frostcrag Spire up there in the northern reaches. Here's this poor person who has been traveling for quite some time. I like her mutton chops. Where you at, Martin? Right this way, sir. Your Imperial City awaits. Am I not wearing any pants? My beautiful tan legs gave it away. I was like, wait, where are my pants? You should get extra points for jumping backwards. I don't know how they would figure it out, but you should.
Is there a problem?
Is there a problem? I require an escort for the Emperor of the land, Martin Septim. Come, Martin. We'll set these louts to right. The sigil of Akatosh upon the door. The blood of the dragon.
What is it, citizen?
It's you, the hero of Kvatch.
It's the literal emperor. You guys are being rude.
What is it? What's new with you? I heard people saying they ran into goblins around here not long ago. I can't stand those things.
Speak.
Look sharp. The emperor is here.
What is it, citizen?
We've got one of the blades here. Report.
Good to see you again, man. May Talos guide you.
Let's continue on. Of course. Against, but we must hurry. If Mehrunes Dagon. Let's continue on to
so he's just basically like, exposition, yes. Come on, Martin. Come on, buddy.
Sire, Chancellor Okado is expecting you. He had word of your arrival in the capital.
Very well. Let's finish this.
Welcome to the Imperial Palace. Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
Everything is ready for Martin's arrival. Don't worry.
Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
Alright, we have arrived in the council chamber, and we must present the claim formally.
I've been expecting you. The full council has already considered the matter of Martin's claim to the Imperial throne in detail. Martin Septim, on behalf of the Elder Council, I accept your claim to the Imperial
Chancellor
throne.
Okado!
We should arrange...
Chancellor Okado! The city is under attack. Oblivion gates have opened and Daedra are inside the walls. The guard is overwhelmed.
Courage, soldier. We have an emperor again. Your Highness, what are your orders? Shall the guard fall back to the palace?
No. If we let ourselves get besieged in the palace, we're doomed. We must get to the Temple of the One immediately.
As you command, sire. Guards,
to the Temple of the One!
To the Temple of the One!
All right. Let's finish this.
You'll never take the might of the Imperial Legion.
And then no sooner do we finish talking, but
we must get to the temple.
Your lord will never prevail. Damn you!
Martin is just absolutely shrekking it. Okay, he's got like a... Maybe it's a slight AoE spell that his lightning is, because it looked like it was hitting more than one guy. And that would explain why my Daedroth was getting him, because you only have to hit a summon like twice when you're on their faction to make them salty. Palace Guard, you can't take their armor. Not that we would.
The training of thousands has passed through me. On your belly, Nightkid.
Do your work! Will you fall down and bleed to death? For the Empire!
Alright, we need to pop a couple of potions, get our potion of Restore Health, our Restore Magicka. Sorry, Captain, didn't mean it. But really, as long as they're focused on me, I'm fine. Like, my armor, I am the hardiest of all the men here. Like, there's no one on this battlefield who can tank a hit better than me. So I'm glad if our foes are focusing on me, you know? We got one more right here. Good, good. And we will just go ahead and repair up real quick.
I need to get to the Temple of the One. It's our only chance to stop Mehrunes Dagon.
Yes, sir. Let's move out.
All right, there's a gate open right there. That is not ideal. Alright, we just need to go ahead. Oh, I don't have any more of those gradual heal over time ones. That's fine, we will just cast Restore Magic more often. Wowza. Alright, maybe I was supposed to ignore them and just try to get to the Temple of the One, because wow, okay. Mehrunes Dagon is here. Oh yeah, he is. Oh boy. Oh boy, he is here. So yeah, let's get out of there. All right, so
Mehrunes Dagon is here.
yeah, we are.
Lighting the Dragonfires will no longer save us. The barriers that protected us from Oblivion are gone.
Right. Yeah.
I don't see how. Mortal weapons may hurt him, but now that he is physically here in Tamriel, they have no power to actually destroy him. Wait, yes. The amulet was given to mortals by Akatosh. It contains his divine power. But how to use this power against Dagon? The amulet was not intended as a weapon. I have an idea. One last hope. I must reach the Dragonfires and the Temple of the One. You'll just have to trust me. I know now what I was born to do, but I'll need your help. I have to get past Mehrunes Dagon somehow. Then I'll do the rest. Lead on. I'm with you.
All right. I don't know how well this is gonna go, but let's try to get to it. We need to make some potions real quick. We're about to run out of repair hammers. All right, There we go. We get a couple of nice restore health things out of the way there, and then we've got, I think, plenty of the magic potions, but we'll just make a couple more anyway. All right, let's go. Alright, so this is literally Mehrunes Dagon here. Do we go under his legs? Do we hit him? Alright, so the thing is here is they can't hurt me, but they can hurt my gear. And I don't have enough repair hammers left to just tank all of these fights. I don't even know if there's a finite amount of them, right? But gear's broken again already. That's fine. We will just run here. That's my Daedroth. I need to kill this Daedroth. Alright, I think they're just pouring out of there. I don't think there's a way to do it. So do we just physically walk inside? Yeah, okay, we just walk into the temple? I don't know. Is Martin just gonna appear in here when we walk in? Yeah, so Martin does appear in here. That's good. Let's just repair our stuff real quick in preparation for perhaps the final fight. Okay, our stuff's broken. But I think the enchantments on the gear still work. Well, while it's broken, you just can't put it on if it's busted. Cause we still got like the shield effects from the various things, even though. Yeah, even though the shield's busted. The gauntlets are. Yeah. Alright, well. At least there's that. We know that the gear being broken doesn't matter very much.
I do what I must do. I cannot stay to rebuild Tamriel. That task falls to others. Farewell. You've been a good friend in the short time that I've known you. But now I must go. The dragon waits.
No, Sean Bean! No! Mehrunes Dagon has entered the temple. But don't worry. For Martin ascends! Oh my god, this battle looks sick! I can't move, only the camera. Dagon is no match for Akatosh. He is trying to punch a dragon made out of light and flame. It's not gonna work. Not one of his 4 arms is going to be able to avail this day. Oh yeah, get him! Get him, Martin! Bite his neck! Shake him! Oh yeah, coming in with the hind heel kick. The fire breath. He saves the Maiden's Fair. What would Brian Boitano do if he were here right now? He'd make a plan and he'd follow through. And that's what Martin Septim do. Glorious. The salvation of the land complete.
Dagon is defeated. With the dragon's blood and the amulet of kings, we have sealed the gates of Oblivion forever.
We are the champion of Cyrodiil. We have completed the main quest line.
I go gladly, for I know my sacrifice is not in vain. I take my place with my father and my father's fathers.
Among the stars.
The Third Age has ended, and a new age dawns. When the next Elder Scroll is written, you shall be its scribe. The shape of the future, the fate of the Empire. These things now belong to you.
There we go. Martin shattered the amulet of kings and transformed himself into an avatar of Akatosh, the dragon god of time. He banished to the Marin's gone to Oblivion and ended the Oblivion crisis and then vanished. Whether he is dead or has ascended to join his ancestor Tiber Septim, no one knows. But we still...
What happened? Where's Martin? I must congratulate him. Mehrunes Dagon is defeated. Cast back into Oblivion. We've won!
But now there's a giant statue of Akatosh in the middle of the temple.
What do you mean, gone?
What do I mean, gone
we saw
is...
the temple dome explode. The avatar of Akatosh appear. That was Martin?
You're a quick one, Akato.
The joined blood of kings and gods. The amulet of kings. The divine power of Akatosh.
The same one.
Then Martin is gone. Yes, sealed forever. Mehrunes Dagon and his ilk can never threaten Tamriel again. Martin is dead, but he died an emperor and a hero to rival
an emperor
Tiber
for
Septim.
one afternoon, crowned, and then the sacrifice that goes consenting for the salvation of his people.
Without cost.
A true king.
We've lost Martin Septim. What an emperor he might have made. His sacrifice was necessary, but it leaves the empire without an emperor.
I'll run it.
I
I'm
don't
just
know
kidding.
what
I don't
happens
want to. I don't want the job.
There are troubled times ahead for the empire. But now is not the time to worry about the future. Let's just give thanks that we're alive.
Party all the time.
In my capacity as Lord High Chancellor of the Elder Council, I hereby proclaim you Champion of Cyrodiil. And as a small token of gratitude for your service to the Empire, I have ordered a suit of Imperial Dragon armor made for you.
Ooh, that is fancy.
Imperial Dragon armor is normally worn only by the Emperor himself. You have earned the highest rank possible in the Order of the Dragon, the illustrious Order of Imperial Knights.
Yeah.
Founded
Just throw all the
by
praise
Tiber
at me, buddy. I
Septim
can take it.
himself. It is a high honor. Only 6 other champions have been awarded in the history
Oh, well,
of
that
the
is very
Empire.
fancy then.
I know he's gone. The dragon will stand forever as a memorial to what you and Martin did for all of Tamriel.
Absolutely inspirational.
Hey, anytime, champion.
His arms are stuck at his sides, but that's all good. There we go. We've saved the land.
Excuse me. Carry on.
Oh, excuse you. You're on duty? Yeah, I'll excuse you for being rude to the champion of Cyrodiil. Like, what do you even think this was for if some guard's just gonna be, like, smart off to me?
speak.
And now they've got another sick dragon statue.
How can I assist?
But there you have it. That's Oblivion, right? That's the main quest line. Put it in the bank. It is finished. A very satisfying thing. It's also well marked by being a open world RPG where you're not, the chosen one. You're still a big damn hero. You're still like super important and necessary for it. But it's interesting, like in Skyrim, that's, it's very different, isn't it? For in Skyrim, you are both the hero and the chosen one, and here you're chosen to assist the hero. You're sent by the gods to make sure that the chosen one can complete his task. And there's, a certain bittersweet aspect to it. In 2 weeks, the armor will be made. It's a long time to wait. We'll be alright. And I'm now an expert of Blade, here at the end of it all. One last Nirn route to grab. But alright, yeah, that's all I've got for you for right now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I really hope you've enjoyed. That's the main quest of Oblivion. We may not do it on another character ever, but it's always fun to get done. Sort of see how it goes, This might be the end of this character. I think I might start looking at some mods for the game to change the difficulty to be a little more in line with what I think is ideal in terms of the enemies not being such damage sponges at the start. Because of course now I can take any amount of hits, but it took a long time to get here. No final thoughts on Oblivion yet, because I'm not done making videos for it. But, it's a great game. I've had a wonderful time doing it. It's got its flaws, as all games do. But they pale to me when compared with the brilliance of it. But that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I really hope you've enjoyed. We became the champion of Cyrodiil. We have stopped the crisis. We have exorcised the demons and cast down the fallen god who dreamed to conquer our reality here, such as it is. But that's all I've got for you for right now. You have a good time with your day, and perhaps I will see you in a later stream or video.